at Birds Paradise today, and we are going to give a first look. We're going to walk through. We've actually done the walkthrough since what time were we here? 8 o'clock in the morning, and now we've just finished lunch, and I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of Birds Paradise. Just to let you know, it will probably be quite a long video actually. I think to walk through the entire place probably 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to do a walkthrough of the outside area of Birds Paradise, which is now called the Mandai West area, which is actually a free to come area where there'll be actually playgrounds, food areas, and then finally we'll then walk into Birds Paradise. So this walkthrough here probably 10 minutes, and then we'll probably end up at Birds Paradise in about 10 minutes, and then another 20 to 30 minutes walk. Only problem I have is I've been here since 8 in the morning, so my phone's battery is about 30%, so let's hope we can finish this within 30%. With 30% battery, I mean. So firstly, when you come to Birds Paradise, you actually come up to this Mandai West area, where this is actually the car park. There is a drop-off point as well, which is near there. Bus station, everything is also along here. When you come up, this is the first area you'll come to. You'll actually come to see a couple of playgrounds. So first we have, okay, first I must say this is the Pangolin Adventure. Okay, first I must say I haven't done much reading, so all the names of these places I may not be very familiar, but I just wanted to give a quick run through of the place before we share more information via our write-up as well as our videos and pictures. So this is the first playground that you will see. There's actually 3 playgrounds that are located outside of Birds Paradise. So in case you're wondering where is Birds Paradise, so Birds Paradise isn't exactly where you will go to if you want to visit the zoo. There's actually a turn-off point before reaching the zoo, halfway through the Mandai Road coming in towards the zoo. You actually have to turn. There's a roundabout, and then you actually exit the roundabout separately before coming to Birds Paradise. Okay, I need to catch my breath. So as we walk, so that was the first playground. I'm going to do a very quick run through. If there's any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I will try to answer them if I have the answer, or we may answer them a little bit later on with our write-up and pictures and videos. This is the second playground actually, which you'll see. This is actually a little bit more climbing involved. So the second playground over here, and this whole area, I'm sure the full name isn't Mandai West, but let's just call it Mandai West for now, is where actually there are not just playgrounds, it's actually a lifestyle area. There are food as well. If you can see there's a A&W, there is a Hans, and there's other food places. We will walk past it later on, but just to show you the playground as well. This is the second playground over here. So that was the Pangolin playground. This is both are pangolin. This is a pangolin hideout playground as well, so there's a little bit more climbing involved for this playground. And then as we move in, as we move inside, you will actually when you first arrive at Birds Paradise, right, you'll be met by this waterfall actually that is over here. And this is where you'll actually start off your journey. Like I said, there were the playgrounds, one playground over there, the other playground behind. And then in front here, we have a waterfall area. Good for photos. I haven't been below yet, but you can actually see it from downstairs as well if you do. There's a waterfall area. So you can actually go all the way down, you can see. You can actually go all the way down the steps and you can go in front of the waterfall to take pictures. So I just have to remind you, this is a free area that you can come to. It's not part of the paid entry. You can just come to this area, and these are all free to come for. The playgrounds are free. There are 2 more playgrounds inside Birds Paradise itself, but these 3 playgrounds that I'm showing you now are free playgrounds that is open to public. It is not something that you need. It's not ticketed at all. So here is a map of what you can expect. So some of the food places that you can find. There's a Cheers and there's a Unpack as well. Not very clear. So the playground, the Pangolin hideout, which we saw, Pangolin Adventure just now. I'll bring you guys to see the Forest Stream Trail. Of course, we saw the Waterfall Caravan. So car park was here, as I mentioned earlier on, and then we came in and this is where we are walking to, and finally this will be where we'll go into Birds Paradise. So this is Mandai Wildlife West, and in the future there will be a Mandai Wildlife East, where I think this is still under West, but there will be an East as well. So there are new things coming up in the next 2-3 years as well. So let's continue walking. So as I mentioned, right, there is along this whole stretch that is open to public, there is an A&W. The first thing you'll find is there's an A&W over here, and then as you move on inner, you will find other food places as well, and these are all open to public, and you can come over here to play, to eat. It's not part of any ticketed entry. There's a Hans. So I'm walking very quickly because once we go into Birds Paradise, it's another 20-30 minutes walk. So I don't want to, yeah. Hello. So I see people I know as well. There's a Cheers. So we're gonna go. Today they're open to media, so you'll start seeing a lot of people sharing videos and pictures. I think I shared earlier on, Cheeky Monkeys was here very early in the morning and he shared pictures of the playgrounds. You've seen it. So I'm just going to run through very quickly. At Starbucks. This is a halal restaurant, and this is the other playground as well. So there's one more playground over here, and at this playground it's a little bit more like your nature play. It's got the forest stream trail. If I miss any questions, please just let me know, because I don't really look at the screen as I talk, so just say a few more times. I may catch it later on. But so this is another playground. I like this one because it's just next to Starbucks, which means that we can sit inside Starbucks and the children can be out here playing. Okay, so very quickly, I'm just going to run through quickly because I still want to go into Birds Paradise one more time and walk through that. I think that's the 20-30 minutes walk through maybe. Like I said, I'll walk through quickly. We've been here since 8 in the morning, I think. So go. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so yes, Birds Paradise. This is the entrance to Birds Paradise. So after you go through all that, this is where the ticketing area starts. It opens 9 May. I should have said that earlier on. It opens 9 May. So in case you don't know, Birds Paradise will open on 9 May. There are early bird tickets going on now, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I haven't been really reading up on the material before this. But Birds Paradise opens on 9th May, just in time for the school holidays. Yes, hello. And we are back into Birds Paradise again. We're going to do a quite quick run through. Thank you. So, the area of Birds Paradise is smaller than Jurong Bird Park, as in the land area it sits on. But the area that the birds have is actually double of what Jurong Bird Park has. So it's about 5 hectares of land area that the birds sit on. So over here you go to the penguin. Down there is the other, kind of like the exit for the Africa part of it. So we're gonna go down. Okay, let's look at the park map before we go through. Okay, so it's actually technically a circle. So we are here. I'm going to go through a penguin. We're going to walk all the way, and then there's another fountain over here, and then we walk down and we exit over here. So if we had gone the other way, it's just the other way lah. Okay, so this is the map. Just gonna stop here a little bit and say a little bit more things. So one of the things that we found out today during the media preview, which I really like, was Birds Paradise is kind of made up of many different large areas where the birds can fly. And a little bit, you know, when we were at Jurong Bird Park, you had the loft, the place whereby the Lory Loft was, where the birds could fly around. You could go in and enjoy the birds just flying near you. Birds Paradise is basically everything like that. But they have separated it by different birds, and then actually let similar birds stay together if they can stay together. So we'll start going through first. The first place we'll go through is the penguin. Unfortunately, today got no penguin. Penguin haven't moved here yet. So the move is more or less complete, but there are still some birds that have not been moved here yet. But they'll definitely be here by 8 May. Did I say 8 May just now? I think I did, right? Okay, they'll move here when it opens. So we'll go into Penguin Cove. I think it's really cool, even without the penguins. So we just go in. Oh, it's really very hot. I'm perspiring, if you can see. Okay, this is the penguin. So unfortunately, penguin's not here yet, but this is how they will stay. Really very cool. We think it's a waste there's no penguin. There's a cafe whereby you can actually sit in and watch the penguins. And since there's no penguins, we are just going to do a quick walkthrough.
Are you like, are you live streaming?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. You also get everything. Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Hi to everybody on the live stream. On Twitch?
Sorry, no, on IG.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. So there's no penguins today, unfortunately. But as you can see, it's actually a very nice place, air conditioned. You can enjoy a meal here while watching the penguins. I think that's really very nice as well. You can enjoy. I think it's a cafe. It's not open yet today, but it will be on the opening, and then we'll head up. So the entire experience is kind of like a circle in a way. You walk in a circle. So it's going to be like I said, it's going to be a long life actually. So I'm just going to go quite quickly and talk quite quickly. Of course, if you have any questions, do let me know. So you can see this is when the penguins come in. This is where you can actually view the penguins. There's also an educational area where they talk a little bit about the king penguins over here. The king penguins. So there's a little bit of the king penguins. So if you just started joining us, where is this? This is Birds Paradise. So Birds Paradise is the new bird park. It's over at Mandai. So I've actually talked a little bit about the outside of Birds Paradise, which is a free to go area, and now we're inside Birds Paradise. Hi, hello. So and then another interesting thing here is you can actually see the penguins. If you remember the old, Jurong Bird Park, there's this area as well, right? They've kind of added one thing that I thought was rather interesting. I don't think they had it when it was at Jurong Bird Park, which is this one. You could actually move this. Okay, let's show you further. You can actually move this penguin and actually zoom in to see. Let me see how they are. You can zoom in to see a penguin up close. So the kids can actually come here and they can actually zoom in to see a penguin up close. They can actually move this around. They can, like search for a penguin that they want to see. But there's no penguin today. But that's cool. Is it open? No, not yet. I think it's 8 May. 8 May. Forgive me if I'm a little mistaken, but Google it. It will be there. I think it's 8 May. Today is a media preview, and just give a quick walkthrough of what to expect. And then you can find a cafe over here as well, Penguin Cove Cafe and Shop. Also another very cool place to have your meal because you can watch the penguin while eating. And then there's another one over here whereby you can actually zoom in and look at the penguins as well. You zoom in and zoom out. Cool, huh? Yeah, so today media preview opening soon. Tickets, you can go and check it out. I think they're already available for purchase. Okay, next we're going to the Australian Outback. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so next we are going to go to the Australian Outback, which is one of the aviaries. I think that's why I call it aviaries. Do they call it aviaries? Hello. So we got to go inside. This is the first. Do we call it aviaries? Aviary. This is the first aviary. We'll go in. So for safety, the door must close first. Then you can open the next door, because if not, the birds will fly out. So Australian Outback. So you can see, it's a big open area where the birds are, and there's actually a huge net across. I'm just going to walk and talk at the same time, otherwise this live will be an hour long. And of course, one of the things I have to mention is that, I mean, when you come, it's different for each aviary. It's a little bit different. There's Australian, there's African, there's Asian. But for the purpose of the life, it may get a little bit boring. So we may stop halfway because it may look the same after all from our life. But when you're here, the birds are a little bit different. We saw many birds just now, but no birds now. Oh, yes, there's a bird there. Let's go to the bird. So this Australian Outback where they have the birds from the Australian birds all perched. So they're flying around, they're free to roam within their own aviary. And they're washing the place. Oh, there's a... Ooh, okay, then we're just going to walk past here. Sorry, thank you. So we're going to go and try to quickly walk past to the next one. Oh, so here, as you can see, they're all free to roam. The ones that fly, they may fly onto you. They may even poo on you. I think someone got put on just now during the media preview. Okay. And then after that, the next area we go into mysterious papao. I say the birds are really close. You can take pictures really close to the birds as well. So they're feeding the birds, and there are also feeding available that's happening. It's $8 per feeding. So this is kind of like how close you can go to the birds actually. Really cool. And these guys are also out here. Oh, one thing to take note of if you are coming, which happened to many of us just now, they like to nibble on shoes or plug your shoe. This is how close I can go to him or her. Yeah. So when you are here, they will nibble on your shoes. They try to untie your shoelace. So that's one thing to take note of. So they're flying around. So this is the Australian Outback. We go to the next one. So like I said, as you can see, right, it's all surrounded by net. So the whole area, this netted area, is the Australian Outback. And then there are air-conditioned places along the way to take a break. This is one, and each of these air-conditioned places, they've used it as educational places, so you can actually learn more about the different birds. So mysterious papao. Oh, the birds are there. If I go up, will you come in? So yeah, so he's here. This is another few species of birds that they have grouped together in this area. So you can go up close to them. These few are the ones, and the one that I show you on the floor just now are the ones who will follow you and try to peck your... Not painful. I mean, I had one who was at my feet. Not painful, but a bit scary for kids, I suppose, to have a bird trying to peck at your feet. It wasn't painful when they came. But just be aware, if you see them, don't maybe go so close to them if they're trying to peck your feet. And it's quite obvious when they'll chase your feet as you're walking. That's when you know the aga want to peck your feet. One of them here can speak hello. One of them here could speak just now. Hello. Is this the one? Of course, they all look the same to me. Hello. Hello. No? No? Hello. No? Not in the mood too? Yeah, one of them, just now we were here, speaking very well. Like, really very well. Okay, so like a very, very quick walkthrough. The next one I'm going to walk to is I'm going to walk to the two play areas within the birds paradise. One is a outdoor play area, dry play area, and one is a wet play area. The wet play area isn't running yet. It's there, so we can take a quick look. And then I think I'll stop there. Then I'll go into one of the other aviaries. That's one of the bigger aviaries. You think this is big, right? You think like this is, wow, so big. The birds can fly around. No, these two are the smaller ones. The other three are the bigger ones. I'm gonna show you one of the bigger ones and how cool is it. The parrots are really flying. Oh, it just flew past me. Oh. Hello. 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 Hello? Hello? No? So these are the macaws, if I'm not wrong. Oh, somebody is blowing a whistle, I think feeding. Oh, just flew past me. Oh gosh. The wing slapped my face. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go to the two play areas, show you guys the play areas before we go into one of the bigger aviary, and then after that we will end the live there. And then you can come down during your free time to take a look. Really cool, I think. I expect May when it opens and June holiday to be really packed, you know. So I don't know whether to advise people to come or not to come during May and June. I expect it to be really packed, and but it's actually quite cool. I think worth coming with the little ones. Okay, now we're going to the next area. So of course, if you are with the kids, it's a bit slower. You won't be walking as fast as me. Here you can actually, like I said, you know, every area, this is air conditioned again. So every air conditioned place, they have used it to do some kind of education. So in this case, they talk a little bit about the birds that we have seen. The different, this is a more interactive video element. And then of course they are feeding. There are feeding timings all around. So the different birds all have feeding. And you can book your feeding session early. Oh, sorry, you can only book your feeding sessions early. And here we have the Lory Loft. Again, one of the smaller aviary. So there's, similar as the bird park. I can't really remember Jurong Bird Park, but similar as Jurong Bird Park, if I'm not wrong, right? There is no like, I want to stop halfway and, you know, walk out kind of thing. It kind of goes on in a circle. Maybe I don't know the place well enough to find a shortcut and say I want to skip something, but it seems like right now through the experience is you need to walk through the entire park. So at the Lory Loft you can do feeding. We have some pictures earlier on. So these are the lorries. And one more flying, and these are they sleeping?
Yeah.
Oh yes, they are sleeping. They were sleeping. They look scarily, they looked dead, but they were sleeping. And this one's lying there in the sun. Gosh. Yeah, so these are where the lorries are. Lorries are these little birds that, like this one, more colorful. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so feed the birds. So there's always bird feeding throughout all the different aviaries. This is from 11 and this is at 11 and 3:30 and $8 for the feeding session. For this we saw earlier on, they held like a torch kind of thing, and then there's a pan on top where they pour the honey like nectar, and the lorries will fly over and eat over the thing that you're holding, the feeding equipment that you're holding. Again, for those who just joined us, this is Bird's Paradise. Sorry. And then of course we have one of the areas here. We're moving on. Ooh, she's flying. Ooh, sorry, they're a bit scary. They like go to slap me in my face, or my face again. This is another area, air conditioned. Okay, you can actually then carry on to the Songs of the Forest, or in my case, I'm walking down to show you all. I'm a bit mindful, you know, if you're watching this for too long, it might get a bit boring, so I'm walking a little bit faster to cover the different areas. But of course, feel free to let me know if you have any questions. This is Songs of the Forest is another area, but we want to go to the playground, which is over here. Thank you. And we go out here. And the playground is below. So this is okay, it was paused and reconnected. Okay, so this is the playground. This is the dry play area that you will see. That's where we were inside. Some parts of it were inside there. Okay, so we're going to go down, and then we'll show you the dry play area and the wet play area. Then we're going to one of the bigger aviary. As you can tell, I'm not using any names because I can't remember the name. Yeah, sorry, I didn't read the press release as carefully as I should be. Okay, so the first one here is treetop play. Climbing, lots of climbing. There's a trampoline up there the kids can jump on. Only problem is a bit hot, but what we were told is these trees cannot fully grown yet. So once they are fully grown, they will potentially provide more shade in this area. So all these trees. And then you also see there are actually some of the trees these ones, the bigger ones, these trees, right, are already original trees that were already here when it was forested. So they actually made the effort to keep some of the trees that were already here when they were building the bird park, but when they were building Birds Paradise. But otherwise, my understanding from talking to the architect earlier on is, you know, these trees are new and they should grow and provide more shade as they grow, and this will make the area a little bit more shaded than it is today. So this is the inside area, the inside playground, the first playground, and then it's called Treetop Play, and then we have Egg Splash, which is an egg-based, 8-team playground, water playground. So that's inside there. So you got to walk a little bit there. So Egg Splash, I guess got to do with birds laying eggs, which is why it's called Egg Splash. So there's going to be a cafe and shop here as well. So all the cafes and shops inside the Birds Paradise will be run internally, and there'll be a central kitchen providing food. The ones outside are all tenanted restaurants. Like I said just now, there was a A&W, there was a Cheers and so on outside, and that is a public area. So this water play, I can imagine when it's fully open, that you can see the bucket up there. There's the bucket of water. There will be a splashing bucket of water, splashes. These are the water that we run around. I think that is where the water fountain will be. Here looks like it's just going to be this way, maybe more water, I suppose. So I don't really know 100% how it will look like because it's not open yet. Then there's a lot of training right now. This is the amphitheater. Let's go in and take a look. We can't really see it from here. This is where performances will be. Okay, I digress, but there's a changing and bathing area for little kids over here. So this is an open bathing and changing area. You can that children can come and bathe in, so you can see. So this is, yeah, there's nobody, so we can safely come in and take some videos. So this is a bathing and changing area, and then of course you have for the adults toilets as well for the adults to bathe and change in as well over here. So for those who come for water play, you can do it here. Yeah, so like I said, this looks like where there'll be fountains and water, and then that looks like a splashing bucket. Then this looks like it's just the way it is with some maybe little sprouts of water over here. Yeah, so 2 play areas. And if I didn't hear wrongly, there are even party rooms to hold birthday parties. But don't quote me on that. I think I heard him say it just now. I will have to check that up in case anybody is keen. Yes, very hot day. Hi Ruby. Yes, it's a very, very, very hot day. Okay, we're going to go to the last, not the last, but our last stop, which is one of the larger aviaries. And the reason why I don't want to show all the aviaries, because after a while, actually, especially on the live, it looks kind of the same. But when you're there, the birds are a little bit different, the experience a bit different. You know, especially with the kids, the birds are flying very close to you, so the experience is also slightly different as well. This is the Wings of Asia. Okay, so we're going to the Wings of Asia. I'm just walking for now. Let's just do a pan back a little bit to let you all see where we came from. That is the playground, the water playground on the other side. Haven't seen any, because this is not the aviary. So interestingly, the way this Birds Paradise has been built is they are all housed in different aviaries, and each aviary is actually houses many different birds, and also because not all the birds are here yet. So there are some aviaries that's a little bit more empty because not all the birds are here yet. And this air-conditioned room. Hello. Thank you. So as I said, all the air-conditioned places are educational. So they provided some educational information, different theme each room. So for this, I can tell about different eggs, about the eggs. Okay, now gotta walk out again. I wish I could stay here a bit longer. Aircon very short. Okay, so is this the one? Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. No, the next one. Okay, sorry. So we got to walk to the next aviary, which is the bigger one that I wanted to show you. Okay, so we're gonna walk around a bit. So where are the birds, right? I think very hot, they're also hiding. Or they're just a little bit around here and there. But when it's during the feeding time earlier, when the birds are all here, I'm sure there are a lot more. Later I can show you a bit more of the pictures and videos that we've taken when we're doing feeding. But now I'm just going to do a quick walk through. So you can see some of the pelicans up there. I think maybe a bit small from here. So I'm going to walk on and try to show a bit more about the larger aviary that I wanted to show you. Yeah, so if you are here, if you're coming, remember sunscreen, remember insect repellent, remember water for the kids if they're going to play, or even if they say they don't want to play, change of clothing, because when they see the water they may just want to play. Yeah. Okay, need to catch breath. Okay, here we are to the next air-conditioned place. Oops, pool. Okay. Okay, again air-conditioned. This one, it's like a mini playground. I can imagine the kids just going wild with those seats down there and turning round and round and round. Oh. Okay. Next heart of Africa. Yeah, I think I missed the large aviary. Did I? Because South Asia go out already. I think I missed the large aviaries. Let me see. Sorry about that. Let me just go back and take a look at the map. We are here. Yeah, I think we missed it somewhere. Okay, I think we missed it somewhere. Where was it? It was up here. It was up here. Is this one that there was something up here that I wanted to show you all. So either I go back. Should we go back? We'll all be keen to walk back and see the other aviary. Okay, let's just do a quick walk back and see whether we can find the aviary that I wanted to show you all. Yeah. So on a day like that is rather hot, right? I think it's good to have an umbrella, a hat, definitely sunscreen as well, because of the fact that it's all open, it's all nets, it's all open. Yes, 辛苦我了. Thanks, Ruby. Yes, let's do a walk back quickly to that big little space. I think they might be doing some feeding again soon. Because the good zookeeper is there with all the buckets. So I'm not sure whether they're going to do a zoo or what soon. So you can see the pelicans are up there. Over here they do some feeding. There's also this program called Zookeeper Talk. So at the different places you can also take part in Zookeeper Talks, whereby the zookeeper will share a little bit more. Do they call them zookeepers? Bird keepers? The carers? Right, they will share a little bit more about the birds, and you can then of course interact with the birds as well during that experience. Yeah, so we're back here. So we want to go up to the hello again. Let's try Central Plaza. Then from the Central Plaza we want to find our way. Okay. And then we want to go to the Crimson Wetlands. That's where we want to go. Crimson Wetlands. So instead of turning right, actually I've turned left just now. Oh, I only got 15% left. So I only got 15% left. So hopefully we can finish this before the 15% is up. Crimson Wetlands. So actually hot if you through those parts, but as long as you are, you know how I think the bird park experience or the zoo experience always like that, right? We come in the morning, we walk a bit, then we come to the play area, we let the kids play, we have lunch, Then we continue walking wherever we haven't walked yet. So it's kind of like you kind of skip this. This is the time you kind of have lunch, and this is the time whereby the kids are either playing at the playground. So that's why it's hotter actually. There's also a behind the scenes tour. And this is where the behind the scenes tour starts actually. So this gated area here is where you actually go behind the scenes to see some of the things that happen behind the scenes. We weren't given the opportunity to today, but it's a tour that is available once the bird paradise opens. Okay, let's see. We want to go to Crimson Wetlands. There it is. This is Crimson Wetlands. It's one of the larger aviary. And then we're going in. Oops. Wait for that to close. You say you wait for that to close. Then this one will turn to green. Then you can go in. Before that, you have to wait. Hello, thank you. Again, the air-conditioned areas in between aviaries are air-conditioned and all have some form of educational stuff on the walls, as well as some interactive elements as well. And this is the Crimson Aviary. There's a huge waterfall over there. This is one of the larger aviaries. Here you can see the flamingos. You really go up close to flamingos as you go that way. This is where you can go close to flamingos. Birds are around, so in a way they're free to roam around. They're all moving somewhere. Right. This is and there's a little water play area over here, very small little one that you just go across. And I assure it is not all stable. There's a bit of wobbly involved. There are people riding across just now. So you play this, just be careful. So the flamingos, you can actually go a lot closer than what we used to be able to do. Right, and this whole entire area is huge. It's all netted, it's huge. As you can see, there's a restaurant up there. From there you can actually then look down into the aviary as well. So you go. So like I said, not all the birds are here. For example, you see there's no birds, right? Because the birds are not here yet. Then there are a little more birds over here. And of course over there you have a huge fountain. Waterfall, man-made waterfall. Great for photos. When it's during the keeper's talk, they will be bringing the birds, they'll be feeding the birds, so the birds will all fly down here. You can actually take picture with the birds up front, up close, and then be able to also learn more about the birds from the keepers as well. So over here you can actually go inside. Yeah, so just now when we were here, they were feeding the birds. There was a keeper talk, so the birds were all around. They were the parrots. You know, back in Jurong Bird Park, right? The parrots were all in individual cages. Here they are not. Here they're flying. So they're all up there. See, all up there. But once you have food, right, then they'll start coming down and they'll be all around. So when there's no food, right, they're all flying a bit higher up, so you don't really see them all around, or maybe they're just somewhere that I don't notice. But when the keepers bring out food, or when the keepers carve, right, and they know food is going to be here, that's when they start coming down. Oh. So now, there isn't much to see because there's no food. I mean, I guess they're half eaten already. All half eaten, all gone already. Yeah. There's one there that somebody's taking photo of. Is probably why. So earlier on when we were here, you know, the parrots were all around, many of them. I don't know any number. So they're all in the trees. There's some over there. Yeah, they're kind of all around. So yeah, Birds Paradise, opening day, 8 May, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, like I said, ooh, there's one up there somewhere. So opening day 8 May. Do check their website. I may be wrong. The only reason I can never read the press release properly just now. But yes, so this is Birds Paradise. And I again want to let people who join us later. At the beginning, we were at an open area, and in that open area, there are 3 playgrounds that kids can go to. There are restaurants like A&W, Hans. There's a halal restaurant selling biryani and stuff. And I think it's quite a cool place to come if you do come, even if you do not enter Birds Paradise. Hi, Meng Te. Okay, now I just want to go inside the aircon place, but always remember to close the door because the birds will fly out. At least that's what we were warned of earlier. Air condition again, and then we walk out again. Okay, yes, and then this is another aviary. Okay, I'm done. The reason I'm done is because it's going to be all about the same. If there's any question, I'm going to just slowly walk out now. If there's any questions, just leave your questions. Otherwise, I'm not going to talk a lot more about what's happening if I can. But otherwise, I'm just going to start walking and finding my way out. And maybe another 5-10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, we'll turn this off so that yeah, so that if you have any, this is last 5-10 minutes for any questions if you have. You can hear them, right? I can hear them, I cannot see them, but they are somewhere very loud. Somewhere lost, missing. Yeah, so just making my way out in case there's any questions. Okay, after I walk out of this aviary, I'll stop the live. Hope it was useful. Hope it was something useful. Hope it helps you decide whether to come during opening day, whether to buy the early bird tickets that's available. Hope it helps. We will be sharing this live. It's a very long live. I don't think I've ever done something so long, but it's a long one because we had to cover a lot of ground, and really hope that it was something that is helpful and useful for you to decide to bring the kids or not. Friday, any plans for the weekend? What's happening this weekend? There's so many things happening these 2 weekends. Oh, this one is nice. This guy is nicely perched on the staircase. Comfortable. Oh, this one. Okay, I'm going to the aircon area. It's hot. I'm thirsty. So it's time to go into the aircon area. Oh yes, this one. Sorry, I know I said stop, right? But this one very cool also. You can hear the common sounds of the birds just by putting your hand. Yeah, cool, right? So these are the birds on the higher level. These are birds on the lower level. So they are birds on, yeah. Okay, that's all. That's all I have. I'm going to rest here for a little while before I head out and head off. And we'll be sharing more pictures and write-ups about the Bird Paradise. Not called Bird Park anymore, called Birds Paradise. Not called Jurong Bird Park, not in Jurong, in Mandai. If you're coming, it is not, I repeat, it is not the same place that you stop for the zoo or the night safari or the river safari. It's a different location or if you drive in or you take a taxi in, you will reach a roundabout and you exit at a different exit than the one that you would normally go to the zoo or the night safari. The car park is also different. So if you're coming, do take note of that. It opens 8 or 9 May. 8 or 9 May. 8 May. Okay, it opens 8 May. 8 May, it was 8 May, but I believe tickets are now, should be already available on their website, so do check out Mandai Wildlife Reserve, Mandai Reserve's website. Okay, alright, thank you so much. I will end off now and then I'll speak to you guys again in the next place that we think it's worth doing live. If you have any feedback for us, please let us know whether such live are useful or not. I mean, if it's not something that's useful or you think it's just too draggy or just, it's just not something helpful, let us know, or let us know how we can improve. Alright then. Thank you. Oh, that's so nice. My kids and I enjoyed the video. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you so much. See you guys. Bye bye.